Hello, welcome. I'm Susan. This is a combat yoga class. We'll be practicing together for about 45 minutes. This class is a gentle yoga and meditation class, and elements get mixed in different times. So let's just go for a little journey together and um, practice together. You can start by sitting with me as comfortably as possible. You can put your hands on the tops of your legs, roll through your shoulders, move through your head. And, let's practice a breathing technique where you invite your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale and just stretch it out a little bit. So first you breathe and notice that you're breathing. Noticing that your breathing is a technique in itself. We'll start with that. You can have your eyes open or closed. Just listen to the sound of your breath. You might notice your physical sensations, noticing where your breath comes into your body, if you're breathing through your mouth or your nose, or if you are feeling the sensation of breath in your body, like in your chest or in your belly or in your back. You might notice other sensations, like your breathing might be different than it normally is. You might be observing changes. And let your breath settle into its regular pattern. Once you recognize your breath's regular pattern, you can start to invite your exhale to be a little bit longer. You're breathing in, and then exhale and stretch out your exhale like you're sitting a little bit more firmly in your sit bones. You might let your low back around a little bit and your shoulders come forward a little bit, stretching out your exhale. And inhale is regular, it's your normal inhale. And then exhale and sink into your exhale a little bit. Let it stretch out, let it elongate. It doesn't have to be much. It doesn't have to progressively keep getting longer and longer and longer. You're just breathing in normally, inhaling, and then exhaling, letting your exhale stretch out. And as you're breathing in normally, you're observing that, and then pay a lot of attention to how it feels to stretch out your exhale. Where do you feel it in your body? How does it, what kind of reaction do you notice? We'll do just a couple more like that, inviting your exhale to stretch out. And you can swallow, move your head around a little bit, rub your hands together, and then take your arms across the front of your body and hold your chest and your arms. You can press your fingertips gently into the sides of your shoulders. You've returned to your natural, regular breath, however it is. And breathe here like this a couple breaths. Not everyone's body is made in the same way, obviously. So you might be holding on to your elbows if that's more comfortable. Or you might be wrapping your arms all the way around and holding the middle of your back. And everybody has got a different way here. So you don't have to copy me exactly. You're crossing your arms in front of you and breathing. And as you're breathing, notice different parts of your body. Notice across the front of your body. Notice across your upper back. Notice movement in your body if you are noticing movement. And take your hands away, arms back to their own sides. Turn your palms up on the tops of your legs. And inhale and stretch your hands really long and fingers long and palms wide. Exhale and curl your fingers into soft fists, and then maybe a little bit tighter fists, and squeeze in a little bit at the end of your exhale. Inhale and stretch your hands, opening your palms, lengthening your fingers. Exhaling, curling your hands in, softly coming in towards center of your palms. Let's do one more. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, curling in, curling in, curling in. Now let's do one more exercise like this. You can hook your fingers. You make little curls out of your fingers and then hook them together. Elbows out to the sides. On your inhale, you're lengthening up, stretching up through the crown of your head. And your exhale, pull. You're pulling apart, but keeping your fingers curled together, one inside the other. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Pull, 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 pull. Inhale and lengthen up. Exhale and pull, pull, pull. Your shoulders settle on your upper back as you exhale. Pull, pull, pull. Exhale, pull, pull, pull. One more. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale. Pull, pull, exhale, exhale, exhale. You can swallow. Move your head around. Rub your hands together to release. And shake your hands a little. And let's turn and face down towards the mat. You're on your hands and knees and round your back into the cat pose. Your head comes down, your tailbone tucks. Make an arch out of your body. Then drop your belly, bring your chest forward, and lift your gaze. You can move like this, stretching out your back, your sides, your front, all the parts of your trunk. Inviting your shoulders and your hips to loosen up a little. And bring your spine into neutral, your head, rib cage, and pelvis all in one line. And let your hips move left and right. Walk your hands a few inches forward each. Tuck under with your toes. Lift up and lean back into a downward facing dog. You can spread out your fingers, lift and lower your heels, pedal out your feet. Lean back, stretch out, move your head around. Breathe in and breathe out. And you can walk your feet towards each other. Take your left leg back, three-legged dog. Press down into your standing leg's heel, stretching your calf, and then switch sides. Let's walk our hands and our feet towards each other. And hang forward in ragdoll. Put your hands in your crooks of your opposite elbows. Allow your head to hang down. Bend your knees. Your torso approaches the tops of your thighs. You can rock a little bit side to side. Let your arms hang down. Your hands might come to the fronts of your legs, or your arms might hang down towards the floor and your hands might touch the floor. We will rock back, roll up, and come all the way up to standing. Let's move into warrior one position. Left foot forward, right foot back. Roll through your shoulders, and we'll start with arms out in front of us, hands together, and elbows can be together or apart depending on how your shoulders feel. Bring your gaze down towards your front foot, and bring your gaze up towards the ceiling, and look straight, level out your head. Your leg that's back, take that same side arm and bring it back too. So we're opening up the side of your chest, and take your arm down and around, and let's take both arms overhead. Warrior one. Pressing down into your back heel, lifting your back thigh. And we'll open into the warrior two. This is a kind of open to the side stance. Your front knee is bent, your back leg is long. Your hips are square, and your body lifts up out of this column, stabilizing with your hips, and then sweep your arms out to T. You can bring your gaze over your front fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out. And let's revisit the inviting your exhale to be a little bit longer. Soft inhale. Exhale and sink in. This time you're not sinking into your sit bones that we were sitting before. Now you're sinking into your lower body. Inhaling and exhaling. Get a little more grounded. Spread out your toes. Lift your arches a little. Energize your inner thighs so you're moving them kind of towards each other. Breathe in your warrior two. And we'll release warrior two. Walk your feet back towards each other. Let's hang forward in ragdoll again. Your hands come to the crooks of your opposite elbows. Bend your knees and hang forward. And release your arms. Allow your arms to get kind of heavy. You can put your hands on the fronts of your legs if they don't reach the floor. And rock back, roll up. Moving into warrior one with the other leg in front. Your front knee's bent, back leg's long. Your hips and shoulders are square. And we'll take hands together. You might have your elbows apart or elbows together out in front of you. And you're taking your leg that's back, and taking that same side arm and bringing it around, opening to the side a little bit, stretching your shoulder, your chest, and then sweeping around. Let's take both arms up and overhead, long arms, a long line from your back heel up through the crown of your head, through your fingertips. And we're opening to the side. Front knee is bent, back leg is long. In a warrior two position. You can try a couple of those extra long exhales here. One more extra long exhale. And release your Warrior two, let's turn toes forward, walk your feet back towards each other. We'll find ourselves in mountain pose. Just gazing steady. Take a little step out with one foot. Rock weight into your heels. Sit back. Bend your knees. Move your shins back. We're in chair pose. This is a pretty high chair pose. I'm not tilting very much. If you like a bigger physical challenge, you can sit back almost or approximately until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Let's try our awareness of breathing here in chair pose. Rising up, roll through your shoulders, stretch out your legs, rock from side to side. Let's move back into a warrior one, moving into a dancer pose. So warrior one, you can bend and straighten your front knee a little bit. It doesn't matter which side you do first because we're just going to do the other side afterwards. So stepping forward, you're stretching your front arm out and stretching your back leg and your back arm up. This frequently, especially if we haven't done a lot of hamstring stuff, it can give you maybe a little cramp. So step back and we'll stretch a little. Kick your hip back, bend your knees, and we'll step forward into that dancer pose again. Give yourself a couple of tries. See if you can find the most easeful, comfortable, and energized dancer pose. Your gaze is forward, stretching out. Experiment with pointing and flexing your back foot. And step back and turn your toes forward. Roll through your shoulders. Let's come into the chair pose again, rocking weight into your heels. Move your shins back. This is a pose of, it's a lot going on in chair pose. It's a strength pose. It's kind of a balance pose. It's kind of a forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out and see if you can utilize one of those breath awareness things that we did, either letting your exhale stretch out or just being very aware of your breathing. Let's get up. We're switching legs now for dancer. Warming up a little. You can bend and straighten your front knee a couple times. Finding this warrior one position. And stepping forward and stretching yourself out into the dancer. Dancer is more like a hips squared, shoulders squared, rather than this opening to the side. It's a different pose, a different energy, different work in your body. And you might notice again here, your hamstring is talking to you a little bit. So let's step back, lean back, you kind of kick back into your hip a little bit. And we'll step back into the dancer pose. Balance and breathe. And we'll step together. Roll through your shoulders, move through your head. Let's do one more chair pose. Let's do something different with our arms for the chair pose this time. You can bring your hands together and your elbows might come together. Again, it just depends on how you're feeling today. In your chair pose, you might sit back a little bit more. Become aware of your breathing here. And simple, stand up. Let's walk out along the long edge of the mat and turn your feet in the same direction. Keep your legs kind of long. Put your hands on your sides of your hips and tilt. If you turn your gaze past your back shoulder, you can let your gaze stretch out, just like your exhale is kind of stretching out a little bit still, maybe. We'll inhale and lift up and find a reverse warrior. Your front knee bends, your front arm comes up and over, and you lean, curving your torso back towards your back foot. Let's lift up, turn both feet forward. You can walk your feet together. You'll do same on all four sides pose for balance. Hands together, feet are parallel to each other. You stand in the center and observe around you. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming out of that pose, we'll move into triangle on the other side. So turn both feet in the same direction. One foot's going to be more turned than the other. You walk out a little bit to as comfortable stance as possible. Place your hands on the sides of your hips and tilt your torso. We'll inhale and lift up out of triangle pose and find the reverse warrior. Front knee bends, front arm curves overhead. Top arm comes back down, straighten out, turn your toes forward, walk your feet back towards each other, roll through your shoulders, and we'll finish this standing sequence with this centering pose, hands together. This pose is called same on all four sides. Notice what happens when you kind of lift your kneecaps up and squeeze your glutes a little. And then when you soften that, sink into your heels. You can have your knees a little bent. Maybe remind yourself of that exhale, exhale, exhale. Let's turn and face down towards the mat and come back into our downward facing dog. Hands and feet on the floor, leaning back into your heels, lengthening out your spine. And bringing your knees down, shins down to the floor. You can sit up and then fold your body over your legs, coming into the child's pose. Child's pose is a problematic pose for lots of different reasons. People do love it, but you can see this is a really big, deep knee bend, which not everybody loves. It's also a lot for your ankles, and sometimes it can be difficult for your back. So here's some options for child's pose. If this is not right for you, you could try forearms on the floor and your knees a little bit apart. You could try big toes together and knees wide, letting your torso come down on the insides of your knees. You could have your arms outstretched in front of you. These are just a few options. So whatever child's pose you chose, you're noticing here, once again, noticing your exhale. Nice soft inhale, and notice your exhale, exhale, exhale. Nice soft inhale, and notice your exhale, exhale, exhale. Lifting your head, placing your hands on the mat, walk yourself forward. Let's come into an upward facing dog. You can place your hands up near the corners, the top corners of the mat, and lean forward until you feel a stretch. And for some of us, leaning forward might mean you stop at table position with your hips directly over your knees. And some people might be all the way forward with their hips all the way almost on the floor with their arms straight. And anywhere in between there is going to be probably what's right for you. Keep lots of tone in your belly so your low back stays supported and long, and your breath is steady. If you find yourself struggling a lot in a pose, try to bring it back at least a few percentage points and be in a place where you can maintain easily. And we'll come back to neutral table, and ease into the cat pose. Tuck under, let your head drop, round your back, and soften. Let's come into sitting position. Now, sitting once again, you can bring your hands into your lap with your palms up. Inhaling and stretching your hands really wide and lengthening out your fingers. exhaling and curling your hands into fists. Now keep one hand curled into a fist and take your other hand open. Big inhale. And you exhale and switch hands. One hand curls in and your other hand stretches long. And switch hands again. Inhale, one hand opens, the other hand closes. And exhale, one hand opens, the other hand closes. And open both hands, taking your hands across to each other. One rests inside the other, your thumbs can touch. Give yourself an upright posture. Your eyes can be open or closed. Just bringing your gaze down towards the floor if your eyes are open, or focusing on one object. We paid a lot of attention to our breath and the physical sensations of breath. Paid a lot of attention to our physical bodies. And now I'll invite you to turn your attention to your thoughts. Notice what your thoughts are like. You might first notice what your thoughts are about, the content, the details. And if you can, take a step back. You can stay right there, just noticing the content of your thoughts. But if you can, take a step back and notice the qualities of your thoughts. Qualities meaning, are your thoughts really fast? Are they kind of sluggish? Do they seem bright or dark? You might notice patterns in your thoughts. Big soft inhale and soft exhale, and sink into your body a little bit more. If you choose, now you could lean. If you've got a wall to lean against, you could lean against the wall, or you could choose to lay down or readjust your posture, how you're sitting. Maybe you choose to give yourself a more upright posture and move away from sitting against the wall. Give yourself a moment, readjust your posture, and then take one more figurative step back and hold space. Hold space for your thoughts. The you that is expansive. And see what happens when you hold space for all of your thoughts, your emotions, expanding out in all directions. You might invite your thoughts to settle down. Easing towards stillness, like your body. Or you might let them just be free and floating and just move as they do, as they want to. Take a quick scan of your body and notice if you're holding on to any tension in your face, your forehead, corners of your eyes, your jaw, your shoulders, your belly, your hands or your feet. Invite them to soften and sink with your exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. If you were expanding out in all directions, you can start to bring yourself back to center, noticing your heart beating and your breath breathing. If it's convenient and you want to, you could put one hand over your heart and your other hand over that hand. You support the nourishment and encouragement of your heart. And take your hands and rub your hands together, becoming more awake, more alert, more aware. And we'll stretch one leg out to the side. If you're lying down, you want to come back up to upright posture. You can reach a hand down towards in the direction of your foot. You might not touch your foot. Lean back and stretch up and over. And bring your leg in and rock it. Switch legs. One leg out, reach your hand down. You might hold on to your foot or not. It's lengthening, stretching. Leaning back, stretching away. And bringing your leg in and rocking it. And find the most comfortable upright posture position you can find. For me, that's crossing my legs, but you could do something else. One hand inside the other. Breathe in, breathe out. Wrapping your hands together. Big soft inhale breath through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Thank you so much. Thanks for practicing with me and with Comeback Yoga today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you want to know more about Comeback Yoga, you can go to our website, comebackyoga.org, find out more about us and what we do. You can contact our amazing staff. They are so happy to help you, happy to connect you to programs that'll be appropriate for where you are and what you're looking for. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.